We're alone right now, right?
We're not alone.
And we're talking about not alone. Got it.
But we're also not alone because we have each other.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, it's great to see you again. I'm Craig.
I'm Justin.
And we're your tabletop game guides. Today, we're going to tell you about a great game called Not Alone. Not Alone is such an interesting game to explain because there's actually two parts to the game. There's two different factions. There's almost everybody who are playing astronauts trying to survive on a planet. And there's one person that plays as the hunter. So it is a one versus everybody else game. It is one person against the rest of the table.
I love this game because the energy is tension and the energy is mystery. This one is like a rubber band where the closer you're getting to the end of this game, the higher the tension is building. So if we want to bring out Not Alone for a board game night, and somebody's never played it, how are you going to describe it to them?
So the astronaut's job is to hide on this planet away from the hunter long enough to be rescued by a ship that is on its way. Each location that they go to, if the hunter is not there, they get a bonus. But if the hunter is there, the hunter starts getting points. And if the hunter gets enough points in the game, the astronauts are assimilated into the planet and the hunter wins. It is a game of the astronauts trying to hide and figure out where the hunter will look for them and then going to a different place. And the hunter's job is to figure out where the astronauts are going to try to hide away from them.
I've played both sides, and I enjoy being the astronaut more, but it is drastically different to play the hunter. I feel like I need to engage more of my mind and deduction. It's a mystery game for the hunter, and it's a race game for the astronauts. So what are some tips for hosting this game?
So I think one of the main points about this game is that there is added pressure on the hunter because they're the only person on their team. And so initially starting this off, explaining the astronaut side first is important so that everyone knows what the astronauts are doing. And then adding in the tension and the fun of the game, the hunter. I want the astronauts listening to what the hunter is doing because that 100% makes their decisions.
I see.
If they're caught by the hunter, they are losing the game. If they avoid the hunter, they are winning the game. And so the astronauts need to know, what is the hunter going to do that I need to respond to? And that's the tension of the game. That's where the fun comes, because the astronauts are trying to avoid the hunter is trying to capture the astronauts, and each round, at the end, when you resolve that, that's where the fun is.
It really is. Again, that contrasting dynamic of abilities is so stark in this game.
I ask who would be interested in the hunter role. I often will only let people volunteer for the position and not force someone into that role if they don't want to or don't feel comfortable doing it, because it is such a unique and different role in contrast to everybody else. I have found that as the hunter, you will focus on different players throughout the game. There's never any one game where I've seen one person singled out the entire game. So the hunter, just kind of naturally through their role, will focus on different players, which gives the rest of the group kind of a reprieve. If they've been having a rocky start, the hunter will switch off to another person and they'll be able to start regaining some of their ground.
And that's something I think I've witnessed you do as a host too. If somebody feels targeted for 2 rounds, you can shift your attention to a different player.
So if you're looking for a game that has a lot of tension, where one player is against the rest of your group, we would recommend checking out Not Alone. Check out some of our other videos to find other games that you would love to host. Have a great game, everybody.
And it's hard. It's a race. And so I'm pretty sure they could have named this game Get to the Chopper if they just didn't need to buy some rights for that.
We're going to have to cut that because we don't have rights.
Probably not.
At least you did do it in the accent.
I wanted to. You know I did.
Go ahead.
Get to the
We can't afford it.